Good morning, guys. Welcome back to From the Ground Up Homestead. Out here at the build site, I am making my second trip to go get some of the materials that I brought out here. I want to say it was Thursday. It's Millie. Say hi, Millie. Millie! She seems a little upset. She was alerting me to something. She's pretty good about that. She normally is just relaxed and okay, but if she starts pointing and barking, I know there's something out there, so she's a little upset because of that right now. But we walking back. It's probably about, so I'd say if it's half a mile from the RV and the van to the corner, I'd say it's probably about a quarter of a mile, maybe, I don't know, 1,000 feet or so, something along those lines, from my top corner to my bottom corner. And the build site's probably about another, it's probably closer to the top corner by about 20 feet, and then cut in and probably go about 150 feet in to the woods. I'll show you that on the way back. But right now, I'm gonna go get what I can. I've got a question. If you guys can answer, that'd be great. If not, I'll figure it out one time. If a Sonotube or Quikrete tube or Sakrete tube, whatever you call it, I call them Sonotubes, even though this particular brand is Quikrete tube. If they get wet and then dry out, can you use them? Because I brought them out here Thursday. Wasn't able to come out Friday, Saturday, or Sunday or Monday. Wanted to come out yesterday to start bringing stuff up to the build site. Woke up yesterday morning, it was pouring rain. Okay, I've got a couple, because I'm not using all 4 feet of the tube. So I've got a couple that are fine, but I've got a couple that have water or have been touched by water almost the whole way up, and one of them that has been soaked with water. So if I dry them out, can I use them, or should I just scrap them and just get new ones for those ones? I mean, I still have 24 more to buy because I don't have all of them yet. I only bought 6, so I get 24 more. But I just need to know if I need to buy 24 more plus, I think it's like 2 that got fully wet. I know there's one that's fully wet. Maybe there's another one. I don't remember. I'm trying to be careful. It's a little icy this morning. I woke up, the car said it was 31. Today's high is supposed to be at 40, so that'll be nice. I moved the tubes that weren't completely soaked up to the build site underneath the tarp. So hopefully they can dry out a little bit. We'll see. Yeah. So I'm going back. I'm gonna get the 60-pound bag of gravel. I'm gonna put that in my small sled that I'm dragging. Small sled. Because I was using that to try to lighten some of the load. Because with everything that I had in there, I think I had something like close to 400 pounds in the big sled. And without snow on the ground, it's a little harder to drag. Especially over all these lumps and bumps and all the other fun stuff. I was looking at the weather forecast last night, and it was saying Anchorage was supposed to get 4 feet over the next 2 days. Talkeetna is supposed to get close to 4 feet over the next 2 days. That's 40 miles north of us. But for some reason, it looks like we only get like 2 feet of snow over the next 2 days. So if we actually get 2 feet, that'll be nice. And the fact that dragging the concrete and stuff out here will be easier, but not so nice in the fact that I have to try to get this stuff done in the snow. So I'm trying to get as much done today as I can. I think I'm going to take a couple of my driest ones and try to get the 4 corners done today, maybe. If not today, definitely tomorrow. So I'm going to put the 60-pound bag of Sakrete, or not Sakrete, gravel in the little sled. We're getting there. It's taken me 5 minutes to walk that far. So yeah, probably about a quarter of a mile. It takes me about 20 minutes to walk a mile. That's about right. Maybe more. I don't know. It only took me like 10 minutes to 12 minutes to walk half a mile through mud and non-fun environment. Basically, the half a mile kind of looks just like this the whole way. There's a couple high dry spots, but it looks just like this. And me and Millie try to bounce around and stay as dry as possible. Sometimes Millie's just like, fuck it. I'm cold. I'm tired. I don't give a fuck. On the way home, she's just gonna be plowing on through the water. So, since I know I've changed my mind on the build quite a few times, anybody who's actually been part of my conversations knows I've changed the build a couple times. And so I'm changing it again. So the holes that I made are a little bit too big. So I got to put the tubes in there, fill the bottom with gravel, about 2, maybe 3 inches deep, so that way the water drains. Then put the tubes in and backfill around the tubes, so that way I can, here's the big sled. It's much bigger than the other one. So that way the tubes have some support to hold together. Yeah, see, it rained a little bit. That's probably about an inch or 2 deep, and I've dumped some of it. I was smart and bought a container. So that way, since we've got, let's see if I can pick this up one-handed. Sometimes I can. Since we've got so much water, trying to get this out here. It's the gravel. I'm not worried about it getting wet. Whew. It might not be a video recording of going back. So that was a little rough. I got a stove because I was reading up on somebody who, or I was watching a video on someone who does concrete in the cold, and they were saying to heat the water, hot water. They said 160 degrees. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it exactly to 160 degrees, but they said 160 degrees helps it dry real fast. They were also saying use some other stuff, but I don't know, I'm gonna put the phone down. It's gonna be yellowy dark for a second. Put this lid back. Alright. So I got the pickaxe because some of the ground's frozen, so I can break up the ground pretty easy. I got stove. I got a propane tank up there. Got that tarp. I don't know if I'm gonna need it. I might keep it for. See what I mean? This is the worst one, like the worst one. So I'm gonna take it up there, in case I get a straight answer that says, yeah, you can. But looking at it, it's tearing up, at least down there on that end. So I might just cut that end off and go from there. Got a big pot to heat the water up in. And it was sad when I told her what this pot was going to be used for. But I don't think she understood. Concrete in the pot, I am not. I have a completely different bucket for the concrete to go into. I'm going to heat the water up in the pot and then pour it into the bucket, mix the concrete together, and then pour that into the sonotubes. So that'll be good. So that's going to be it for this section. I'm going to walk back that way. It's going to take me a little bit longer because that gravel is 60 pounds. So it's going to be heavy. Millie, we're not going back yet. We're not going back yet, baby. She's ready to go back. She's always like, I just want to go out there and then come back. And she hates it when it's cold out here too. So I'll either take this sled, this trip, or that sled. I'm gonna try that sled real quick and see if I can move it with 240 pounds versus almost 400 pounds. So, wish me luck. I know not to bring so much concrete next time in one trip, but the more trips I have to take, the longer it's gonna take for me to do it, so I don't know what to do. So, wish me luck. I will let you know here in a minute whether I took this sled first or this sled. And then we'll go from there. So, see you guys in a minute. Alright guys. Well, it's probably about half an hour to an hour after the last video. I don't know if you can tell, my hair is soaked. I'm sweating to death because I have to wear a coat because it's cold, and also it helps protect my body. Hold on. And I was wearing gloves as well. Helps protect my body from more bruising from this heavy shit because this stuff was heavy. I don't know, it's probably not gonna show you real well, but this right here is the steepest part up to the build site because it's steep. But that's the last portion right before you get to the build site. And really, stop eating grass, sweetie. We're going back right now. So I divvied up the weight. I brought the heavy load as far as I could start with. Went back for the lighter load, brought that all the way up. Because 80 pounds is a whole lot lighter than 240. So I made that all the way up there. Went back to the big one and worked my way up nice and slow. Trying not to hurt myself because I do have a bad back. So it's gonna run me over. Oh, there it goes. See, downhill. It's just sliding, and it's empty. The big sled behind me. Got a 5-gallon water jug that needs to be filled up. I wanted to do one of the posts today, if not multiple, but one, I don't have a thermometer to test the temperature. But I mean, hey, boil and then leave it for another minute. Keep it boiling. Probably get you up pretty damn close. So I don't have a thermometer, but I also don't have enough for even the first bag. I think I'm coming up on the second sled. I left the second sled down here somewhere, so that way I could grab it on the way back, or grab it if I couldn't make it up that big hill behind me. Let's see, if I could make it up the big hill behind me, I was gonna take one of the 40, or one of the bags of concrete out, put it in the little sled, take it up there. and try again. But willpower, I got it up there. I'm gonna be sore for the rest of the day because I gotta go do DoorDash so that way Hannah and I can eat and have gas. So we're going on one more day until payday. And then we gotta do this all over again for the next 2 weeks. So hopefully I can make enough money tonight for us to fill up 1 or 2 5-gallons, take it up there, take it up there. Hannah can't make this walk yet. We bought our boots because it is November 3rd. Yeah, today's November 3rd. We bought our boots because last year in the winter time, the ground was hard enough that she could walk all the way up to the property. So we got her boots so she could walk all the way up to the property and come help me out a little bit. But it is November 3rd. As you can see, there's not a lick of snow on the ground. The ground is muddy and squishy, not hard like it was on Thursday. Thursday it was nice and frozen with a little bit of snow, but Thursday there was no way I was getting all this weight up there. And after pulling 400 pounds for half a mile, I think in like a 2-hour time span. Sorry, gotta adjust. In like a 2-hour time span, I was tired. And I had to save some of my energy for door dashing that day. So, before any of my family asks, yes, I am looking for a job for myself because door dashing is kind of expensive on the car, gas, maintenance. I mean, we just recently had to put new brakes on the car, and sounds like we might have to put the back ones on here shortly too. But nobody wants to work the schedule we have available because I have to make time to build the cabin because I and Hannah cannot spend another winter in a vehicle. We did all right the first winter because it was March and we only had 3 months before we started getting warm weather. So when we started getting warm weather, we started staying at the RV more often. But last year we tried, it got too cold too quickly. It's probably about the end of October, beginning of November, where we started having to think about a different place to stay because we tried everything with the RV. We skirted it, we foamed the inside, we had some mice get in there, and anybody who knows Hannah knows she's allergic to just about everything. So we ended up having to go to the hospital a couple times. Oh, that's what we're stuck on. Gotta make sure everything's put back in the spot correctly so things don't get stuck. All right. So I gotta try to get the floor done as soon as possible so I can start working on getting the walls up. But in order to get the floor done, I gotta get the foundation done, which means I gotta make this track down to the build every time I get concrete. So there's that. What else? I'm just trying to think of if there's anything else I need to say before I go. But yeah, we appreciate everybody's support. Everybody that donated money to us last year, you really helped us out a lot. We really appreciate it. I don't know if you are wanting to support us this year. We'd be more than happy to let you know what we need. Right now, we're just doing what we can, how we can, getting everything out to the property how we need to. Because as I posted 2 months ago, even though it was messed up, I was working to try to save up the money because there was somebody here in town in Willow who we knew could help us get it fixed, maybe the ATV. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go back a few videos. Our 6x6 ATV got stolen, so I have to do everything on foot right now until we save up enough money to get a snow machine or another ATV, or if we get lucky and there's a cheap Argo for sale, an Argo. So hold on just a second, I gotta do a little bit of monkey stuff. To get past this wet spot. Alright, well, so yeah, we appreciate all the support. We appreciate all the prayers and everything everybody's given us so far. I dropped the string for the sled. So, sorry it's so wobbly, but I'm trying to work and vlog at the same time. Alright. Well, making my way back to the van. I finally made it to the corner. Took me a little bit longer this time because I'm tired. This is heavier than an empty sled because I've got the little sled in here, and in that bag, like I said, I got a 5-gallon that's got some water. I've got my drinking gallon and a couple other things in there. I need to go back to camp. So, it's going to take me a little bit longer than what it did before to get back to camp than it did to get out here. So like I said, this is heavy, but that's what I got to do right now. So, we will see you guys. Oh, sorry. I was saying, if you want to support us, depending on how, you can contact us. If you don't want to support us financially or can't, but you still want to support us, go to our YouTube page. It's From the Ground Up Homestead. I should have a link on the Facebook page. Click on this video, or if you've already clicked on this video. What am I saying? This is going to be posted on YouTube, linked on our Facebook account. Contact us on Facebook if you want some information on how to help us. But other than that, go down, click the subscribe button, and give us a like, and ring that notification bell, and you will be notified whenever we post a new video. I know some of our videos are a little longer, but if you watch the full videos, that's when we start getting some revenue from YouTube. So, but yeah, we're working on different ways to get things taken care of. Things are gonna be a lot different once we get the house built, because then we can focus on food at home instead of having to eat out all the time, because right now we don't really have a way to cook. And once we get the house built and we're in the warmth, we can cook, wash dishes, everything that we've done before in a warm place with all our animals in a safe place. Because right now this path is not drivable, so we can't exactly bring the cars up to the build site. And with that being the case, we have to have a place to put all our kids, make sure they're safe and sound, and can't get stolen, or we can't see them, so on and so forth. But yeah, all right guys, we will see you on the next one. Bye.